back with another round of exercises for you. Today I'm using Hurley as a prop. Okay, so we're going to work on our timer. We're going to do 40 seconds of exercise, give it your all, and then take a 20-second rest. We have 10 exercises to do in total. We'll then regroup and have a water break, and then we'll repeat it over again. So I'm going to start the timer here. We've got our first lead in 20 seconds. Just going to make sure the volume is up on max so you can hear it. You'll hear the buzzer. Get some space. Have your hands out in front like this to adjust my lighting. And we're going to start with knee lifts on the buzzer. Off we go. Knee lifts. Bring the knee up rather than bringing the hands down. That's it. Great. Keep going. This is our first movement, so we're just getting the body warm. Okay. Now, arms overhead for the next bit. Okay, change your arm position again, bring the arms down, and if you like, you can start to then pick up the pace, arms up again, knees high, up on the tippy toes now at this point, lifting. That's great. Bring the arms down again, wait for that 40 seconds to be up. There it is, super. Okay, take a breather. The next exercise is really nicely done if you're wearing on one foot a fluffy sock. I'm going to leave my shoe on, but if I had a fluffy sock on, I could just slide my toe out for this next exercise. Up overhead, out, in, out, in, out, in, and again. Great. I'm going to show you from the side. I'm trying to keep this bending knee from traveling in front of my toes down there on the left leg, okay? Dip. Like I say, if you had a fluffy sock on and you were on a wooden or a tiled floor, you'd get that lovely sense of sliding your foot in and out. Sit, stand, sit, stand, and rest. We'll do the other leg on the next round, okay? I'm happy with my lighting. Just going to adjust it. Great, we're on our backs for the next one. Lie back, arms in the air, hips in the air, leg in the air. Now reach the arms and the legs away from each other, touch, reach away, touch, reach, touch. Great, so we're going to keep up on one leg, and on the second round, we'll attend to the other leg. Tip, 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 tip. Keep going. Push into your left hip, lifting your hips in the air, reaching and moving with the right leg and the two arms. And 20 seconds off. For the next one, we're going to sit cross-legged. Hold this out in front at chest height. And then when the buzzer goes, we're going to, wait for the buzzer, pivot, pivot, turn, and turn. And turn. It's not so easy to turn when you're sitting on your hips, okay? So you're not going to go terribly far. Try to keep your chin lined up with the midpoint out there. So for me, I've got this black bit of tape on the Hurley, and I can just look at it and try and keep myself centered over that midpoint. Turn. And turn. I like to finish if the buzzer goes when I'm not done. Okay, for the next one, you're going to be lying on your back, please. Legs are straight. Pull the toes up towards your face. This time the legs are going to be a little bit wide. Nod your chin. And when the buzzer goes, we're going to come up into sitting, and we're going to stretch over one leg and go down. Come up. Reaching over the other leg. Now, what if you can't get yourself up into sitting off the floor smoothly. Then you just put that down and you use a leg to help you up, okay? I'm going to do another one like that to demonstrate. You use your leg. Now I'm picking this back up again. So I don't want you coming up and straining, okay? And that's fantastic. We're in standing for the next one. We're going to be in a squat, okay? We're going to do some more turning. Our feet are wide, toes pointed straight ahead. I want you to sit back into a squat. And then we're going to, on the buzzer, pivot. Pivot. I want you to feel your toes sort of rising off the floor as the weight stays back on your heels. I'm going to turn to the side and show you. Keep going, I want to show you something. I want your knees to not travel in front of the line of the toes there. So you see how this lines it up for me nicely? Turn. Sit down as deep as you can while holding on to that good alignment. You see that feeling of my toes lifting off the floor? That's fine, I like that. Means I'm doing it well. Excellent, okay, next is airplane. Really good stretch in the leg and really good for your balance as well, okay? I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna hold this out in front. I'm gonna stand on one leg. And on the buzzer, I'm going, reaching and standing. Oh, balance challenge, you see that? Focus, reach. So don't rush this. You're going to challenge your balance if you sort of slow it down a little and make yourself pause at the extremes of the movement. Lovely. Can you feel that that standing leg has a huge job to do? Oh, I can feel my calf, my shin working really hard. We're doing all one side. Oh, finish the movement before we will do the other leg on the next round. Okay, we're going to do some jumping. In fact, it's going to be hopping on one leg. In fact, I might turn this way so you can see my left leg is in the air. I'm on my right. I'm going to keep going over, back, over, back. Now that's the double bounce. You could go over, back. I don't know if I'll sustain that for 40 seconds though, but if you can, absolutely, go ahead. Over, back. See how I'm moving my arms as well? Over, back. Try to do that too. Back. Are you doing a single or the double? I'm going to try and end on the single. Woo. Over, back, or back. I don't know if I can keep this going. Over, back, over. Keep breathing. When will the 40 seconds be up? Excellent. Okay. That was tough. Okay. So I must remember that was my right leg on the first round. It's going to be my left leg on the next round. Hold this overhead. I'm going to stand on my left leg. When the buzzer goes, it's going to be another balance exercise. Tilt. Stand. Try not to land the right foot on the floor between each one, if you can manage it. Again. There. Ooh. So we call this starfish. I want you to picture yourself, the two arms, the two legs, and then your head as the fifth point on the star, and balance. Again, that left leg has a huge job to do. Just holding it. Excellent. Okay. Walk our planks. Back down. Okay. On the buzzer. Let's have the knees slightly bent. So I don't want you to strain your back, but it is a good stretch at the same time. And when the buzzer goes, we're going to draw our head and our shoulders forwards and down. We're going to walk out, touch, walk back, and stand. I now know that's a little close for me. So I'm going down walk out, touch, walk back. Okay, I'm going to full plank. You could go to bear crawl position with the knees bent, touch, and come back. I don't need you to get to plank all the time. In fact, you could just work up towards doing the plank. Fantastic. Here comes our break. Take some water. We'll take 1 minute off. At least now you know what's coming in the second round. Don't skip it because you've only done, on some of the exercises, you've only done one leg. So it's really important to do both. Okay. Another few seconds. Okay. Get some water. Remember the fluffy sock? You might like to have a fluffy sock on your left foot this time, on the second one. Okay, we are going in, fast forward to there, off we go, out in front. Knee lifts. This time you can start a little pacier because now you're already warm. 10 minutes ago, this was our warm up. Okay, arms up, knees up. Okay, at any point now, you can start to take it into a little run on the spot with knee highs, okay, and start going onto your tippy toes. Knees up. It's hard to be in one position and get the knees high, isn't it? Lift the knees. Keep breathing. Excellent. Okay. Next up is going to be our side lunge. The nice slippy sock will help to slide. Otherwise, if you have a shoe on like me, or if you're on carpet, you're just going to have to lift the foot to the side. When the buzzer goes, we're going to lunge, lunge. With my hands overhead, what I'm now doing is something extra. I am holding on tight, but stretching like I'm trying to pull my two hands apart. It means I get a lot more going on in my arms and my shoulders this time. This is really nice if you have that slippy sock on the left foot. You just get that glide along the floor. Okay, next up is going to be our bridge. And this time, if I remember correctly, it's going to be push into the right leg, lift the left one in the air, stay there. Again, you can stretch your hands apart here. And let's go with reach, tip, reach, tip, reach, hips up, reach, 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 hips up. Keep the hips in the air. Stretch your leg up in the air each time. It's easy for the arms to move. It's a bigger challenge to bring the leg high in the air. You don't have to keep pace with me, okay? You could be faster, you could be slower. If you are faster on any of the exercises, just don't rush them. You're not going to get as much out of them. Okay, so sitting tall. I might turn to the side actually so you can see the sitting tall bit is like this. Again, stretching the hands apart. And we are going to pivot, pivot, pivot. And turn. Try to keep your hips anchored on the floor. Don't let them move around. Instead, you're turning from the waist up. Keep your chin over the center point between your two hands. Excellent. Okay, next we do our roll-ups, yeah? Legs are straight and wide. And we're going to alternate sides. Again, stretching the hands apart, pulling. chin in, and we're going to start to roll up on the buzzer, and off we go. Reach. What's nice about this is that you have a sense of what you're like now compared to 10 minutes ago. Are you getting further than you did with your stretch on the first round? Remember, you don't have to hold that. You could come up and help yourself up with the leg. Reach. Excellent. Okay, we're standing again. Pick this up. Standing tall. 2 feet wider than hip distance. Bend the knees, sit back, chest up. Now don't just lean forwards. Chest up, shoulders back. Head looking straight ahead. And we're going to turn. Turn. Again, stay lined up with the center point. Stretch the hands away from each other. Pull. Gets a lot more muscles in the shoulders working when you do that. Pivot. 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 Okay, next up is airplane. Can you remember which leg you did the last time? Okay, so standing, I think I stood this way and lifted that leg. So this time I'm going to stand this way and lift this leg. Hopefully that's the right thing. And reach. And stand. Again. Reach. And stand. And reach. And stand. And reach. And stand. And reach. And stand. And reach. Woo, there goes the balance. Every time I look at the camera over there. And let go. Shake it out. Okay, put the stick down. We're going to go over and back. Hopping on one leg. Bouncy knee. On the buzzer. Getting ready to go. And jump, 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 jump. Make sure it's a different leg to earlier. What I usually do is, if I think I've done the same leg twice, I'll just do another round after. For the other leg. Oh. Are you doing singles or double hops? I'm doing double. I'm using the arms as well, yeah? Excellent. Okay, next is that lovely starfish exercise. Okay, arms overhead, shoulders down though. Again, stretching the hands apart. And we're going to stand on just one leg. When the buzzer goes, we're tilting and standing. Whoop. And tilting and standing and tilting and standing and go over, 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 over. Ah, too far. Okay, but that's okay. It's nice to test yourself and see where the limits of your ability lie. And relax. Great. We have one more. It's our walkout plank. If you were doing bear crawl position earlier, maybe give it a whirl. Maybe do One bear crawl, one plank, one bear crawl, one plank. Knees are a little bit bent. Okay. And then down I go. I'm going to walk out on my hands, touch, walk back, and stand. Bend the knees, walking out. I'm going to try and touch with the other hand this time. It's important, not just for the muscles, but also for your brain and for the cross connection between one side of the brain and the body, that we challenge both sides of the body. And down, knees slightly bent. I'm going to finish this out. I'd like to complete it even if the buzzer has gone. And standing, shoulders back, stand tall. Well done, you did a great workout.